our final lesson on integration and mindfulness this week. So I'm going to be looking over some notes because I want to be able to integrate all the information and make sure you have that at your fingertips. So let's review. Creative outlets help the brain to cope with emotions. And they do this by creating an obvious distraction, right? A hobby, something that we enjoy doing in the moment. So it takes our mind away from problems that we may have in the moment. It's naturally meditative. It increases mindfulness. And why is that important? Mindfulness allows us to reassess our problems. It improves clarity of the situation and promotes joy. So research has been done that shows that creative outlets actually build self-esteem and improve our confidence in ourselves. And the nice thing about it is that proficiency in the given hobby or task is really irrelevant. The important part is that you create the opportunity to be present and to actually experience the moment. So what else do creative outlets offer? They offer opportunities to practice patience, learning, engaging, self-awareness. We can become aware of our breath as we're engaging in the exercise. We can notice any tension in our bodies. We can practice releasing that tension during the exercises that we're doing. And one of the ways that we can do that is by focusing on the breath. And then we can take the skills that we've learned and apply them to everyday life. So there's a word that you'll be hearing in one of the videos by Dr. Siegel. It's called integration. That's integrating different parts of our brain. And when we create, it actually is an opportunity for us to use a variety of different parts of the brain. And as we're creating whatever's before us, we're actually integrating those parts of the brain and they're working harmoniously. When the distinct parts of our brain, each one has its own function, but when they integrate and they communicate with each other, that actually stabilizes the brain. And when we do that, we also create an agility to the brain. The brain is better able to adapt and to solve problems, think out of the box. One of the videos that I shared with you this week is by Dr. Fancourt. And in it, she'll talk about concepts like social prescription. So she does research on mental health and evaluating what sort of therapies help individuals with either anxiety, PTSD, depression, issues across the board. And, they've realized that your standard therapies aren't always as effective as they would like. And in the research that Dr. Fancourt has done, she has identified certain areas where creative outlets can actually be more effective than traditional therapies. And she talks about social prescription, preventive actions, the expensive medical visits and medical costs to individuals and society at large, the importance of being proactive and incorporating creative outlets into our lives and how that is effective, how that translates into improved mental health and well-being. She also explains what she calls magical ingredients. So what is it about these creative outlets that when you put it all together, what is it about them that improves our health? And she identifies the similarities, what they have in common. She notes that they're multimodal activities, meaning that when you have a hobby or creative outlet of your choice, like I said before, it's actually engaging different parts of your brain. So that creates integration. She gives examples of patients whose sleep has improved after being prescribed creative outlets, creative activities, social engagement. Anxiety and depression have improved as well. In some of these cases, individuals have been able to lower the dose of their medication and even eliminate it completely in some cases. This week, you'll also have the opportunity to be introduced to Dr. Dan Siegel, who's the developer of Mindsight. And in that video, he talks about integration as well. And he'll reiterate the importance of linking the different parts of the brain, creating that harmonious flow, and improving adaptability and a sense of being more receptive to changes and to challenges in life. He'll quickly brief you on the 8 different types of integration that he studies in his research and how they apply to our mental health.